Hello, everyone. Welcome to Gentle Yoga. This is Leo Bray on behalf of Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center in Palm Springs. You can visit us online at urbanyoga.org or on Facebook, Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center. Check out the schedule of daily classes offered. Stop by the tip jar to make contributions. And folks watching later on YouTube, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll start today's practice in a reclined posture called Supta Baddha Konasana. You don't have to remember that, but some folks like to know these things. We lie down on our backs with the soles of the feet together and the knees splayed out. And if you have blocks, you can use blocks under the outside of your knees to support your legs and make it more passive. If this doesn't feel comfortable, feet together, knees out, rest the soles of your feet on the floor and let your knees lean towards each other. Try that instead. You might rest your hands on the floor or on your body as you like. If you want to, close your eyes. Focus on your breath, allowing time for it to slow down and get deeper. And only that shift of focus is needed to start the process. No special tricks here. Finding a comfortable stillness and paying attention to the breath starts to change your breath right away. Feeling your contact with the floor, whatever's between you and the floor. The movements of your breath, the way you're breathing changes your contact with the floor. Extend your awareness beyond your contact with the ground and the movements of your breath to scan your whole body and take in whatever sensations are present. Making particular note of anything you would deem unpleasant, any soreness or any stiffness in your body. These mental notes we make now can help us during practice, remembering that we can skip or modify anything that we need to. Each of us may find our way to a different practice, the practice that's best for each one. If you wish to set a specific intention of your own for this practice today, go ahead and do that now. And let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth with a sigh. If you have your knees splayed open like I do, bring your hands to your legs, let your arms do the work of lifting your knees towards each other so the soles of your feet rest on the floor. If you had blocks there, move them out of the way. Reach your arms out to the sides. Feel your shoulder blades press against the floor. Cross your right ankle above your left knee. Keeping your shoulder blades grounded, let your legs fall to the left and turn your head to the right.
Slowly come back up to center. Cross your legs the other way. And twist the other way. Let your legs go to the right. And turn your head to the left. Bring everything back through center. Uncross your legs. Draw your knees to your chest, hug your knees. Rock side to side or roll in circles, massaging your back against the floor. Inhale, extend your arms and legs all the way out. Reach your hands away from your feet. Exhale, curl up in a ball. Let's take a few more breaths with that nice full body stretch. And let's start to sit up. You can either hug your knees and rock forward and back to roll your spine along the floor, or you can tip to one side, plant your hand, and use your arm to help you sit up. Find a comfortable seated position. You don't have to sit just as I do. Sit tall, feel into your contact with the floor. Let your arms hang limp at your sides. Raise your right shoulder towards your ear. Slide it back and let it down. And then your left shoulder up and back and down. Inhale, reach straight out to the sides. Exhale, reach for your shoulder blades and hug, or if you like, take eagle arms, intertwining your arms, pressing your hands together, and then reaching forward and up with your elbows and your hands. Inhale to open up. As you exhale, cross the opposite way. Inhale, open up. Exhale, let your arms down. Just rest your fingertips on the floor here. Inhale, raise your right arm up alongside your ear. Exhale, reach to the left. Inhale to come upright. As you exhale, come into a twist. Left hand on your right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more. See with each exhale if there's room to go further. Without straining, without forcing, just inviting, investigating. How much seems sufficient? Let yourself unwind, come back through center. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Exhale, reach to your right. On your inhale, come upright. As you exhale, come into the twist. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, twist some more. Let yourself unwind and come back through center. Let's go ahead and come up onto our hands and knees. Inhale, bring your heart forward, let your head and tailbone go up. Exhale, draw your heart up, let your head and tailbone come down. Take a few more breaths with cow pose and cat pose. After your next exhale, come back through table with your spine neutral. Reach back, press into the ball of your right foot. On an inhale, reach your left arm to the side. If you want, on the next inhale, pick your right foot up, reach straight back. More core engagement, a little more challenging. If you want to go even further, bend your knee, reach back. See if you can grab your foot or ankle, kick against your hand, lift your knee and chin. Release, lower down, take a few breaths with cow and cat. After your next exhale, come back through table. Reach back and press into the ball of your left foot. On an inhale, reach your right arm to the side. If you like, on an inhale, pick your left foot up and reach straight back. If you want, bend your knee, reach back, and see about that bind. Release, lower down, take a few cow and cat breaths. After your next exhale, coming back through table, we'll start to stand and come to a forward fold. Step your right foot forward. You can use blocks under your hands here to ease these transitions. Step your left foot up next to your right. Let your arms and your head hang down towards the floor. You might keep the support of the blocks under your hands, or let your hands hang in the air, or hold on to your elbows. Sway back and forth, bending one leg and bending the other leg. Slowly nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale out and up. Interlace your fingers overhead. Turn your palms up. Reach your palms up. Look up at your hands. Lift up your heart. Let your hips drift forward if they want to, if your back wants to move that much yet. Inhale, come upright. Exhale to bend to the right. Feel for length of both arms. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend to the left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Step back to plank. Let your knees down if a shorter plank works better for you. Exhaling, slowly lower all the way to the floor. Pressing into your hands, inhale, lift your head and chest to the height that's okay for your lower back. Exhale, rock back and up to downward facing dog. And pedal your feet up and down. Letting all the muscles in the back of the body lengthen. Head hanging down. Neck disengaged. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, down. Rest your fingertips on the floor or on your blocks. Step your left foot back, plant the ball of your foot. Runner's lunge. If you like, you can let the back knee down and uncurl the toes and do a lower lunge instead, and you can change your mind anytime. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up. You can also press your hands to your knee using your arms to help you stand up that way. Find steadiness here. And once you're steady, exhale, sink forward in your hips, draw your arms down to a cactus shape. Inhale, glide back and reach up. Repeat for a few more breaths and make the movement for the hips and legs as big or small as you want. If you're in the higher lunge, don't let the right knee go forward further than the right ankle. If that's happening, you can scoot your foot forward like I just did. If you're in the lower lunge, it's okay if your knee goes further than your ankle because your center of gravity is lower. It's not the same risk for hyperextending your knee when you're lower. And let's twist to the left. Left hand back, right hand forward. You can drop the right hand to your knee if you start to wobble too much. Come through center with your hands by your heart and twist to the right. Reach your right hand back and your left hand forward, or drop left hand to left knee as needed. Come through center, hands by your heart. Bring your hands down to the floor. If your left knee is down, curl your toes under and press into your foot to come up to runner's lunge. And then step your right foot back to your left, downward facing dog. Pardon me. Dog clearing his throat. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, down. Rest your hands and step the right foot back. You can stay with the right knee up or let it down, your choice. When you're ready, inhale, reach forward and up. Steady yourself here before starting to rock. Exhale, sink forward, draw your arms down. Inhale, glide back and reach up. Breath and movement, smooth and continuous. And from the top of the movement, twist to the right. Come through center and twist to the left. Come through center. Bring your hands down. If your right knee's down, curl your toes under, press into your foot, lift your knee. And then we'll all step the left foot back for downward dog again, just for a breath or two. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Bring your right foot over by the edge of your mat. Step the left foot back at the other edge of the mat at about a 45-degree angle, setting up for warrior one here. Ground into the outer edge of your left foot, the ball of your right foot, bend your right knee, aim it where the toes are aimed. Reach your arms up, let your shoulders down just a bit away from your ears. Turn your pinkies in towards each other, warrior one. Bring your elbows down to your ribs. Lower your forearms parallel to the floor. Inhale, slide your hands apart. Exhale, bring them in front again. Keeping the elbows against the ribs. A few more breaths, moving the hands out and back in. Bring your hands to your hips. Pivot the back foot open and slide in the line behind the front foot for warrior two. You can deepen your stance if you like. Take up more space between your feet. Square your shoulders above your hips. Extend your arms. Look over your right fingertips. You could glance down at the right knee and check that the toes appear just in front of the knee. Aiming in the same direction. Inhale, turn your palms up. Exhale, rotate forward. And take a few more breaths with that rotation. Bending your elbows if you like to get more movement in the shoulders. Then turn your right palm up. Keep your lower body pretty still as it is. Inhale, tip back and reach up, reverse warrior. Right hand above your face, breathe into your right side. Your left hand can rest lightly on your left leg or press to your hip for support or slide across your lower back in this half bind. Exhaling, tip forward, rest your right forearm lightly on your right thigh, reach your left arm overhead towards the top of the mat. If you like, circle your left arm, that top arm. If you like, you can extend the bottom arm and the right arm to the front or to the side for additional core engagement. Bring the bottom arm back in, strong looking warriors. Let's be dancing warriors now. Inhale, tip back and reach up. Exhale, tip forward and reach forward. 3 more times like that. Or more if you're going faster, if your breaths are shorter. Inhale up to warrior two. And we'll dance from here to gentle warrior. Inhale, raise your arms, straighten the right leg, turn your head to the left, 90 degrees. Exhale, lower your arms, turn your head to the right, bend your knee. 3 more times up and down. Inhale, exhale. Straighten the right leg most of the way. Draw your left hip back. Slide your right hand forward. Tip to find triangle. Right hand down, left hand up. Your right hand might come to a block or the floor or your shin or just hang in the air like mine's doing. And that arm can be inside or outside your leg. Bring your left hand to your hip. Inhale, reach your right hand forward and stand. Bring your right hand to your hip. Pivot onto the ball of your left foot. And push off to take a big step forward. Here's where I pause for some water before we do all that on the other side. Left foot forward, right foot back by the edges of the mat. Right foot at a 45-degree angle. Left knee bent. Ground in the ball of the left foot. Pinky toe edge of the right. Once that's all arranged and you're steady in your foundation, bring your arms up. Let your shoulders slide down a bit and turn your pinkies in towards each other. Bring your elbows down to your ribs. Lower your forearms parallel to the floor. Inhale, slide your hands out. Exhale, slide them forward. Working the muscles of the mid-back. Bring your hands onto your hips. We'll transition to Warrior Two. Pivot the right foot open, perpendicular to the left. Bring it in line behind the left. Deepen your stance if you like. Square your shoulders above your hips. Check the left knee, that it's aimed where the toes are aimed. Extend your arms. Look over your left fingertips. Inhale, rotate hands back. Exhale, rotate forward. Take a few more breaths with that. In forest yoga, this is called kite wing, named for, I believe, a type of bird. And right after this class, I'm going to go visit my forest yoga friend, Karuna O'Donnell, one of my early yoga buddies and mentors and dear friends. Turn just the left palm up. Remember to keep the lower body as it is. Inhale, reverse warrior, sit back and reach up. Exhale, tip forward and reach forward, side angle. And if you like, circle your right arm. If you like, extend your left arm. Bring the left arm back in if it's extended. First dance 4 times. Inhale, reverse, tip back, reach up. Exhale to side angle, tip forward, reach forward. Movement and breath, continuous and smooth. Inhale up to Warrior Two. Dance to Gentle Warrior. Inhale, glide up. Exhale, glide down. 3 more times or more. Just follow the pace of your breathing. Straighten your left leg most of the way. Slide your right leg back and your left hand forward, and tip to find your triangle. Take big, deep breaths. Bring your right hand to your right hip. And now reach your left hand forward and stand. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Pivot onto the ball of your right foot and step forward. Take a drink if you like. I apologize for the technology interruption there. Now I need to reset my screen because I can't see you all. Oops, that's a teacher failure. Didn't put devices on Do Not Disturb. Sorry, folks. Give a thumbs up. Did you get through the triangle sequence in the last Dancing Warrior? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Yes? Okay. I chose not to interrupt what I was doing to take care of that. Silly phone ringing. Okay. Let's play with some balancing. Hands by your heart. Shift your weight from one leg to the other with your feet planted. Set your eyes on a fixed point. Something at about eye level that won't move to help anchor us for tree pose. When you're ready, bring the weight to your right leg. Don't lock the knee. Turn your toes out to the side, feet perpendicular. Bring your heel up onto your ankle. You could stay there, or to go further, you could bring the sole of your foot to your calf or to your thigh. You can start over anytime. You can change your mind anytime. And your hands could stay at your heart or explore elsewhere. You can be any shaped tree you want. Maybe a tree is still, maybe there is breeze in your branches. If your hands are elsewhere, bring them back to your heart. Pivot your knee forward. Let your foot down and shake things out. When you're ready to do it on the other side, bring your hands to your heart. Reset your eyes, shift back and forth. As many times as you might like. When you're ready, bring the weight to your left leg. Turn your right toes out. Bring your heel in and up to whatever height works for you on this side. Wherever the foot is, keep that right knee turning out to the side, opening the front of this hip. We all fall sometimes. We all change our minds sometimes. Let your arms find their expression. As demonstrated, start over whenever you need to. Bring your hands back to your heart if they're doing something else. Bring your knee forward and let your foot down and shake things out. Need another sip of water here. Warm, humid day in East Providence, Rhode Island. Let's play with another balance. We'll start into it the same way we started into tree. This is like a standing variation for pigeon pose. Hands at your heart, shift back and forth. Bring the weight into your right leg when you're ready. And now it gets different. Pick up your left knee. Cross your left ankle above your right knee. Turn your left knee down towards the floor. Flex your left toes up towards your shin. Keep pressing your hands together and your thumbs to your sternum. Keep your spine nice and long. And as if to sit on a bench, cross-legged, release at the front of your right hip and back of your right knee. And you decide what height the bench is at. Just see where your body wants to take this. More challenging balance. Think of your elbows approaching your left knee and your left foot or ankle. If there's contact, it's a nice bonus. It can be very steadying. Sometimes we get the contact, sometimes we don't. Today looks like I'm getting one elbow and not the other. Sometimes I get both. Sometimes I don't get either. Inhaling, slowly lengthen that right leg, stand, uncross, release. He never said gracefully, shake things out. Never do say gracefully unless it's in quotes like that. When you're ready, hands by your heart, shift back and forth a few times, resetting everything. When you're ready, bring the weight to your left leg. Take your time to raise your right knee. Cross your ankle. Turn your knee down. Flex your toes up. And take your time to release downward. Remember to keep pressing your hands into center line to steady yourself. Keep the spine long. Keep breathing. Sometimes we forget. Find ourselves holding our breath. We're focusing so much. And that doesn't help when you stop breathing. Inhale, slowly stand, unwind, release, shake things out. I was a little steadier that time coming out. Let's have a seat. And yes, I'll have a drink too on the way there. Extend your legs forward and flex your feet back. Plant your hands right next to your hips, palms down. And inhale, lengthen your arms, press away from the floor. Take a couple breaths, keep the legs and feet engaged. On an exhale, let yourself down. Now, if you didn't lift your butt off the floor, it's okay. But if you didn't lift your butt off the floor and you have blocks, put the blocks here and then try it with the blocks. If you did lift up and you want to try it with the blocks, that's fine too. Feet and legs engaged. Inhale, straighten your arms. Exhale, relax down. Take a couple breaths and we'll do one more. When you're ready, inhale, press up from the floor. Exhale, lower down. Reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold over your legs. If your knees want to bend, let them bend. On each inhale, think of the crown of your head reaching forward. On each exhale, think of lowering down some more. Inhaling, walk your hands up the front of your legs and sit up. Bring the soles of your feet together. Leave a big space between your pelvis and your heels. If there's room to do so, reach under your ankles and walk your hands forward on the mat. If there isn't room for that, reach over your ankles and walk your hands forward on your mat. Allow your neck to release, let your head hang, breathe into your back. Where is the most sensation occurring? Think of sending your breath there. Inhaling, walk your hands back and sit yourself up. Keeping your feet together, bring them in as close as you can without straining anything, of course. Interlace your fingers, hold your toes in your hands, wiggle on your seat, tilt your pelvis forward. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, fold forward, nice long spine. See how far it goes. When a long spine won't lower anymore, let your head lower and breathe into your hips. Inhale, slowly sit up. Bring your hands to your knees. Use your arms to lift your knees towards each other. Bring your hands behind you, scoop towards your heels. Come down onto your forearms, down onto your back. Sit up for bridge. So we'll all meet lying down with heels in close to the butt. If you have blocks and you like to, you can put one between your knees on the middle position. It's about the same distance between hip sockets. And thus our ankles, knees, and hips stay aligned for a safer, stabler movement. Press into the soles of your feet. Inhale, lift your hips up to bridge. If you want a deeper heart opener here, you can wriggle your shoulder blades towards each other, clasp your hands under you, and reach your knuckles towards your heels. If you're taking that bind, release your hands. Exhale, slowly let your hips down. Explore floating up and down at the pace of your breath. Inhale to go up and exhale to lower down. And let's take supported bridge, pause at the top of that movement. Place a block under your sacrum, come down to rest on your block. If you don't have blocks, you could use pillows, folded blankets or towels, a spare yoga mat rolled up, a foam roller. Think of sending your breath to the spot where the props are holding you up. Help your body relax against the support. Press into the soles of your feet. Inhale to lift up off of your support. Remove it. Exhale slowly, lower down. Pause for a couple of breaths. Move props out of the way. Draw your knees towards your chest, hug your knees. Rock and roll on your back, massage it against the ground. Plant your left foot, heel close to your butt, cross your right knee over your left knee. Reach your arms to the sides. If you can't cross your knees, it's okay. You can cross your ankle over your knee like we did at the start of practice. Repeat the energizing twist instead of this deeper one. Keeping your shoulders grounded, let your legs come over to the left, turn your head to the right. Now you could start with your foot on the ground, or for a deeper feeling, a deeper twist, draw your knees in, pick the foot up. You decide how deep to go, how much sensation feels good for you. Sometimes we like a deeper twist, sometimes a gentler twist, sometimes I set up too close to the wall and I have to scoot to the side and start over. Let your breath wring you out in whatever twist you've chosen. Slowly bring everything back to center. Cross your left knee over your right knee, or whatever version of crossed legs works for you today. Decide if you want to have your right foot on the floor or lifted with the knees in. Let the legs come to the right and turn your head to the left. Keeping your shoulders grounded as best you can. Not pushing the legs down to the side, just letting them go where they want to go. Wherever your breath takes the twist. Bring everything up through center. Uncross your legs. Reach your feet towards the ceiling. Reach your hands up to grab your legs or your feet. Play with bending and straightening your arms and legs. You can invert for as long as you like. Maybe you've had enough, or maybe you want to continue. When you feel complete with that, adding in any other postures or movements you want on the way, you can make your way to your final resting posture. Maybe it's corpse pose, legs extended, feet splayed apart, hands out to the sides. But if that's not comfortable, find a position that is. It's much more important to be comfortable than to be in this particular shape. This pose is called Shavasana, but we also use that word Shavasana for this state that we come to at the end of practice. Quiet stillness, where we maybe reflect, but definitely integrate the benefits of practice by relaxing in stillness. You may choose to just focus on your breathing, or to reflect on an intention you had for your practice today. You might select something else to focus on, or decide not to focus much at all. The breath will slow down and deepen as it did when we began. Start to find some deeper breaths. Start to move around bit by bit. Letting your movements gradually lead to bigger and bigger movements. Take your time, move mindfully, be gentle. When you're ready, sit yourself up. Bring your hands up by your heart. Thank you for sharing in practice today. The light within me sees and honors the same light within each of you. Namaste. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a great weekend.